Welcome. Let's take that seat. Feel the sits bones anchor on a cushion or a blanket. Sit however you'd like, even if it's on a chair. And of course, anytime during practice, if you would like to customize to yourself, please do so. This is your moment to gather and your resources that are strengthening and brightening and make them shine. So let's do that together. Feel our bones, feel that deep structure within us, the legs, the hips, the spine and the ribs, the shoulders, the neck, skull. See if we can align some of those landmarks so we feel supported. The shoulders in line with the hips. Let's take our trip to that tailbone, noticing the curve in the low back. And then taking that trip past our ribs to the shoulder blades. As we next feel and exhale, drop the shoulders down towards the hips. Feel the shoulder blades dropping towards the floor, sliding along the back of the ribs. Make a nice planting of our shoulder blades. Inhale, feel that expansion through the ribs, 360 degrees. Rejuvenate with an inhale and exhale. Notice maybe with our exhale, we feel a drawing in towards our center, which we can lift up towards the sky. Feel brighter with our next inhale and exhale. So we're taking that expansive breath today, planting the breath deeply in our system just to celebrate a harvest time. And exhaling, feel that cleansing that happens as we exhale. So we're continually rejuvenating and renewing with our consciousness and our awareness even more. You can take the eyes closed to observe the body for a moment or two. First, noticing the body, simply a neutral awareness of our body in space. And then noticing points of tension, any areas that might be stressful, and noticing areas that are comfortable. And feel the whole body with your inhale and an exhale as you take the hand to the heart, tend to the heart. With your inhale, again, another 360-degree breath. We'll send the first part of the breath to the belly, the second part to the ribs, and then the third part, feel that hand lift all the way up. Send the breath to the shoulders and exhale. Feel the collapse, a nice rising and falling. And again, evening out the eyes, softening the face, softening the jaw. Feel the line from your third eye, just above the eyes, to the heart. Feel that heart wisdom. Cultivating heart awareness and caring for ourselves, and so that we can share that out around us and harvest some of that peace, harmony, laughter, love. Take your left hand or just your other hand to the floor beside you, feeling a sense of grounding. Soften. Exhale, lengthening. Just feel the end of the exhale. Notice the abdominals participate. And throughout our practice, feel the breath with the movement. The whole body participates. And the breath, in this multi-dimensional breath, 3 parts: belly, ribs, chest. Chest, ribs, belly. We move so much more smoothly. And then open the eyes, look around you, take that hand to the floor. So we feel a tripod effect with our fingertips planting firmly into the floor. First, just with that neutral gaze, have your eyes look around the room. Transform this space into your sanctuary. together with me, my space. Inhale, exhale, find a neutral gaze. End the chin on a horizon line. We're going to turn to the right with our fingertips planted. And travel right back through center to the other side. And coming back, look over to the right again. With your left fingertips planted in the floor, we're looking off to the right. We're going to inhale, feel a little bit taller. Exhale, dip the chin towards your right shoulder and see if you can reach the edge of your collarbones, feeling the lengthening on the left side, and then slide your chin into the center. And now we have a beautiful view of our heart. Inhale, exhale, the chin drifts naturally upward as we look over to our left. Noticing, aware of our limits and honor those. Exhale, taking the chin towards the left shoulder, along that edge of the collarbone. Right fingertips pressing into the floor, slide in. Looking down, heart lifted, so we can imagine a light at the front and back of our hearts. And then as we lift the chin, we're going to go on up towards the sky, just the expansive sky above us. You can feel the expansion of our skin all the way up to the chin. Take the hands to the heart and gently tug down on the skin. So you feel that stretch in the front of the body. Beautiful. And then drift the hands back to the floor. We're going to take our right ear toward right shoulder. Inhale, feel that height. Exhale, just melt towards the right shoulder. This is stimulating that vagal nerve, rest and digest, which the line of it is going along the sides of the body, the sides of the neck. So really press the left fingertips into the floor. Softly, just feeling gravity. And then right hand to right ear, lift up. You can keep that height through the head with your support. Inhale, feel your height, feel a millimeter taller. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder, pressing through the right fingertips. This lovely ritual we keep with our neck, caring for that pathway to our heart. Drawing that line from our right fingertips to the right ear. Breath in and breath out. We're going to take that hand to the left ear, left hand, lifting up, looking to the right and the left, just feeling nice horizon there, feeling the difference. Roll the shoulders behind you and roll the shoulders forward. Lift the arms up to the sky, joyous arms. Feel the brightness in the side bodies, hips to fingertips, and then draw the shoulders down towards the hips so we have that strength of our arms here. Beautiful. And then cactus arms, goalposts, etc. So let's take our fingertips wide, feeling that expansion across the collarbones, and exhaling, hanging those forearms down. Complete exhale. Feel free to wave them around in scarecrow or harvest scarecrow style. Feeling a release through our hands, and then back up. Firm arms, rolling shoulders down. Feel the back muscles participate as we close this curtain, bringing the forearms together. Really press the forearms together with the pinkies together. Already feel that engagement in your deltoids fire up. Lift up towards the sky. Watch the elbows go up. And when you're ready, open up. So we're just taking it our height that we want to lift, bringing the elbows to the ribs with the palms up. We're holding platters, maybe for Thanksgiving. Inhale, exhale, bringing the forearms together. Exhale completely. Feel the end of the exhale. And then invite in that renewed breath. Plant it firmly within the center. And then lift the arms up, open up. And drifting back down to our ribs. We're powering up that center so we can feel those elbows marking that territory in the center of the body. Feel your breath against your arms. Exhale, bringing the forearms together, and then lift up towards the sky. Beautiful. And let's lift all the way up this time, just feeling those hallelujah arms. Let's just wave the fingers and arms and, sorry, not arms, hands and wrists. Hallelujah. Beautiful. And now take the right hand down to the floor. Feel as if there's water dripping down on the left side. So from your fingertips down to the hips, just feel that reach. Get a little longer through your arm, reaching up to the sky. As you exhale, imagine just a nice water cascading down your left side, grounding through that left hip. We're walking our right hand out and taking a luxurious side bend, dipping the ear towards, so we've taken that side bend with our neck. So we should be pretty comfortable with melting there. Maybe a little millimeter further through the breath to open up those ribs. Inhale and exhale. Clearing things out, harvesting our nice energies, coming back up. Beautiful. Let's take the arms back up again. And taking the left hand down, nice firmly planted. Let's reach and grow a little longer on our right side from the hips to the fingertips. And imagine as you exhale, just a nice cascade of water coming down your right side, softening as we lean towards our left. Just create that fluidity for our bodies, for that spine, relieving any stiffness. Beautiful. Come on back up. Inhale, joyous arms up again. Exhale, take the left hand to the right thigh, twisting to the right, looking behind you if possible for a full spiral, coming back in. Breathe it in. Feel it come through the spine, that inhale, and as you exhale, more energy through every bone of the spine. Look backwards if that works for you. We'll take another twist, just feeling your breath, feeling that twist. And back up and turn. Beautiful. Coming back to center, we're going to switch it up. So we're going to go to the earth, since we're honoring that harvesting and cultivation. We'll start on the floor. So I want to do supported fish. So in case you have to do some sitting this week or socializing the chair, you can feel that lift through the spine. So our hearts are going to remain broad and open. This is a great way to do it. Let's take the blanket nicely folded at 3/4 of the way up the mat, and we can recline and just have a little lounge moment here. So make sure the folds are even, and we have room for the head, and be sure to cushion your head on the way down. Scoot down, take the feet to the floor at the base of the mat, lift the toes and plant them on the mat. Nice foundation there. Just notice what's touching the earth on our feet. Appreciate that for a moment. And then ease yourself down. So you can curl down to the blanket and feel the tips of the shoulder blades touch the blanket. Hold the hands behind the skull. The feet are going to be on the floor. Press down with the feet, slide them down, or just press, and they'll be sticky on the mat towards the bottom of the mat. And your skin will stretch, and you'll feel the shoulder sockets gently dropping towards the floor. We can take cactus arms here, or if you have room for T arms, just stretch out your wingspan. You can keep the knees folded together, or you can just take bent knees. Feel the lift here. So just imagine as we walk through the world that our hearts are this broad, our shoulders are broad, the collarbones feel that beautiful horizontal expansion. As we take our inhale, send it to the base of our spine, belly, ribs, chest. chest, ribs, belly. And as you exhale, feel the melting down of your shoulders towards the floor. Take a few more breaths here. This is a really good moment to think about releasing, a letting go of anything. You can close the eyes and just whatever you would like to let go of, let it fall like leaves softly towards the earth, absorbed that, maybe some worries or stresses or fluttering mind. Allow the leaves to settle. And another 3-part breath here together. Belly, ribs, chest, chest, ribs, belly. Really lengthen the end of your exhale. And then roll onto whatever side you choose. Remove the blanket. Today we will be using a strap. So take that blanket aside, onto the side. We'll just bridge up first before we get to the strap. So take the feet to the floor, hip width apart. Touch the back of your heels with your fingertips. And we've got our shoulders. Inhale, exhale, just feel the whole arm really press into the floor. So you're making your own imprint in the sand or whatever you choose to imprint into, and feel the shoulders fold open. Beautiful. From here, let's bridge up. So stand firmly on the feet. Feel the connection between the hips and the shoulders. We're going to stay nice and firm and as if we're zipping up a wetsuit. So we're keeping nice and firm through the torso and lifting the hips up towards the sky. And then as if we were just closing down a drawbridge, come down to the floor. Feel the length of the spine, neutral spine. So we've got a slight curve in that low back. And then exhale, come on up. And again, down. The third time, we're going to lift. And as we lift, press the elbows into the floor. Again, folding those shoulders open. And you can go up as high as you'd like. Just choose your height. But stand strong in your feet. Pressing the shoulders, pressing the elbows into the floor. Neutral gaze, soft jaw, soft face. Inhale, exhale, lift on up towards the sky. Just grab up there something positive and sweep it up, arms next to ears. Holding here, feeling that strength of our center, steadying this bridge, feeding our brain nice oxygen. And then reaching up to the sky as we hold and keep those muscles engaged. Let's come down with the elbows, reach up, and then complete exhale, matching that movement as we take our sacrum down to the floor. Another inhale here to strengthen and lengthen, holding strong through the torso. You can take your hands to those hip bones and just feel within your hands as you exhale, right under the hands, those lower abdominals. See if you can just feel the front muscles engaged to keep you steady. Inhale and exhale, belly, ribs, chest, chest, ribs, belly. Feel that engagement of your abdominals. Keep them engaged at the end of your exhale. We'll lift the left foot up off the floor and then place it down. Inhale again, exhale, keeping those abdominals awake, that power center. Lift the right foot off the floor and place it down. And if you feel anything collapsing, then just don't come up as far, just work the breath. Inhale, exhale, left foot. And we'll do that right and left dance. And again, notice we just fortify ourselves with each breath. If we move without breath, you just take out that organic quality that really keeps us toning in. Another lift on each side. And we're building, building, building with our breath. Take the feet down to the floor. One more beautiful celebratory wave. First, lift the hips, then the elbows into the floor, arms to the sky. Inhale, stretch out, knees to fingertips. Feel the full whole body breath here. And then lift up, wave it down. Excellent. We have our strap nearby. If you don't, just feel free to take a moment and grab a towel or some other long prop. And we're going to take our left knee forward. So again, feed the breath. Inhale, plant that breath at the base and those lower abdominals. Exhale, feel the abdominal engagement as we lift the left knee towards the chest. So hug that in. Just hold the shin for a moment, giving a nice hug to our leg. And then we're going to lengthen left ball the foot to the strap. Choose your angle of the leg as we take this dynamic hamstring stretch. Bend and straighten. Really tapping into the sensations in a neutral way. So noticing. No judgment, just there are sensations, perhaps in the back of the leg. All right, let's take a hold of both sides of the strap and slide our heel towards the right hip, in line with the right hip, and bend and straighten here, keeping our toes and knees in line. So we're taking the gravity off of the hips. I love doing that. And then we get more connection in that hip socket. And then straighten here. Maybe the toes want to separate a little bit. Just bring that full expansion with our breath. And then let's slide across that neutral territory over towards the left. So we have a small V shape here or a big V. It's or way W, whatever you like. Out to the left. You can hold this, or you take this small V. We can bend and straighten here. Belly breath and ribs and chest. Just ribs, belly lengthen the exhale. And then from here, come back to neutral with the toes to the knees. And then we'll slide our knee towards the armpit on the left, holding on for a half happy baby. Find with your mind's eye the sacrum, the triangular bone at the base of the spine, and just plant it into the mat a little bit more firmly. That will lift your thigh up. So we find breath and just plug in and connect. Maybe we want to slide our right heel along the floor for a upside down dragon pose. We can take our foot flexed on the right side if you choose to, or just keep that right knee bent is fine too. Feel the length. If you're in this half upside down dragon, or if you're in a half happy baby with me, take the left hand to the straps and take the right arm next to right ear. So we just feel length there on the right side. Inhale, exhale, working with gravity. Coming back to the straps, bend that right knee, bringing the foot to the floor. Feel free to stick the tongue out just as you exhale, getting rid of that stress as we release the strap, circle the ankle. Woohoo, nice. We're going to take this to figure four, getting all through the hips here. So taking the left ankle to the right thigh. Just hang out here. You can rock back and forth. This figure 4, really opening up our sides of the thighs and also that long line, like that vagal nerve down the side of the body, but also the glute. So if you want to grab that right thigh, you can bring it towards you. Inhale, work with the breath. Exhale. Keeping the feet awake and not floppy. If there were a wall at your foot, at that right foot, just press into it. And a wall against the left foot, press. And with that awareness, that intention, you really switch it up a little bit and notice the engagement. Inhale, exhale. This is all helping us sit better and stand better and move better. And let's let go of that right foot. Unwind. We're going to take the left foot to the floor. So this is naturally going to prep you for a reclined tree. So you can just take the arms next to the body, slide the right foot along the floor, take the inside of your, or the bottom of your left foot to the inside of the right, and toes on the right side up to the sky. Reclined tree. Neutral gaze. Feel the center of your center, so the rings of a tree. Appreciating this strong beings that give us so much. And then take that left hand to your left thigh, guide that leg up, and then let's just straighten both legs on the mat. You can flop the feet out to the side and notice the difference between the two legs. Flex the feet on up. Whole body inhale here, exhale, bend the knees again, and we'll take that strap onto the other side. As you inhale, again, belly, ribs, chest. As you exhale, feel the front body really knitting in. So we're supporting the rising up of our right knee towards the chest, supporting it with our abdominals, and then finding that lassoing of our right foot on the ball, in the strap. Press and find your ankle. Find the geometry that works for you. And bend and straighten. And then taking that tour over towards the left hip and bend and straighten. This hamstring work is making me think of the teacher I got to take from, Charlotte, who is 100 and almost 103. And her hammies, she was working the hamstrings a lot in that class. And I was amazed that she had the flexibility that she had. So let's keep working our hamstrings. Let's take it across towards the right. So a V shape, but all the while aware of the center with that sacrum on the floor. Charlotte Chopin, what an amazing teacher. We can take that larger, you can reach out to the right, holding onto the strap, or if you're up in that V, softer V shape, you can straighten, bend and straighten the leg. Complete exhale. Feel the continuity of the breath. So we're not just residing in the torso, but we can intentionally send the breath all the way into the legs. Coming back to neutral. Wow, felt that one. Bend the knee towards the right armpit and hold on to the strap for a half happy baby. Inhale, expand. Exhale, let's take the sacrum nice, firmly planted in the sand or on the mat, whatever we want to imagine. Maybe you want to take that right heel, left heel, slide it along the floor, toes to the sky. Feel the weight of your left leg. Feel the gravity on your right thigh. Exhale, left arm next to left ear if you want that reach on the right side. Work with the breath, play with the breath, practice with the breath. And then sweeping back up. Oof, nice. We're going to take that bent knee again on the left. Release the strap, immediately turn this into a figure four. So taking the right ankle to the left thigh. Exhale. Take a nice cradling, just rocking it out here. Really getting to our root in the hips, pelvis. If you want to hug the left knee towards you, the left thigh, hold there. And if you can imagine those feet against a wall, each one, feel that engagement. Fire up the power of intention. End of next exhale, left foot comes to the floor. We unwind, circle our ankle, and then taking the left foot long along the floor, right foot next to it. We're going to open this out into a tree. So that right foot is going to plant on the inside of the left thigh or leg, anywhere. Left toes to the sky. If you were imagining any old tree on the other side, try to find another kind of tree. I was in the redwood land, that last one. Maybe I'll tap into that oak feeling on this side. As you exhale, mark that territory or your center, especially in the torso. And then holding the side of your right thigh, just bring that on up and slide both heels. Slide the right heel down and feel the length of both legs. Inhale the arms next to the ears. Feel your length. We've just grown even more. And exhale, arms next to the body. We're going to roll it onto our belly. Beautiful. Nice work there with the hips. Come onto your belly, feeling the earth beneath you, honoring this earth, the bounty, the growth, this alchemy that provides us with such amazing natural resources within and without. Let's take our toes to the floor, so we feel those toes spreading, tops of our feet. Notice that ripple effect up the legs. And then taking the elbows to the ribs, slide the hands next to the shoulders. Pulling back with your hands, you'll already feel a lengthening in the spine as you pull down towards your hips and feel that firm elbows against ribs. So before we go up, and inhale and exhale, lengthening the spine. Just picture lengthening among the vertebrae as you lift. So keeping that long neck, lift up into a cobra, baby cobra. Exhale. Fuel it up again with an inhale. Exhale, lift on up. Lengthen. And down. And inhale. Lift. And lengthen. And down. Forehead on the floor. Let's slide the arms next to the ears. Feeling a whole body breath here. Reach, and lifting right arm, left leg, and the head. Best whole body pose here, locust pose. Let's come down and try the right leg and the left arm. The best thing close to swimming that we can do here. And down on the other side. So alternate, seeing if you can challenge yourself to a full dimensional breath to support the torso lifting. And as you come down, let's wiggle the hips side to side, taking stress. If we're stressing out the low back here, we don't want to do that. We just want to support the full rounding of the torso. Abdominals engage. Inhale, exhale, lift up everything off the floor. Take our flight so much stronger through our practice. Sigh it out as you come down to the floor. Take the head side to side, massaging any stress out of the forehead. Beautiful. Let's take the forearms to the floor as we help ourselves up towards our tabletop. Another wonderful familiar shape here with our cushioning. So take a moment here to cushion your shins. I'll do it this way just for fun. Change my direction. Great. So we're getting our altitude growing up here. Good. Okay. Taking ourselves to tabletop. Framework established through the hips to the shoulders. Same concept as on the floor, but upside down. Find that framework as navel tones towards the spine. Balance. Keep the balance of a nice favorite beverage on your sacrum. Lift the right leg back and the left arm lift up together. And then down. Other side. And then down. One more time on either side. Just hold at the pausing at the top of your inhale, holding the pose. And exhaling down. Holding on the other side as you feel the breath move through the body. Exhale down. Curl into a cat pose. Drop the head. Look at the knees. Inhale, exhale. Feel each intricacy of the spine as we curl into cow. Coordinating with your breath. Come on up, push away into a cat. And two more times. Cow. We're going to curl the toes under as we get more altitude here, elevation. Lift the knees off the mat, press back to down dog, pedaling the feet out. Or take a child's pose if that's more comfortable for you today. I'm going to take the blanket aside, walking the feet towards the hands or hands to feet, your choice. Just find center. Knees behind the toes.
keeping them safely hip distance apart. Hang down, and then taking a flat back. Inhale, exhale, hands on thighs, nice and grounded as we lift up to a chair pose. And then on up, slowly, slowly gaining elevation. Lift the arms up to the sky. Taking it to prayer position, up above the crown of the head, feeling that center of our tree there as we lean over towards our right. And up, inhale, exhale to the other side, feeling that length from our feet on upward. Beautiful. Let's clasp the hands together and reach up towards, clasp the fingers together and reach up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring the shoulders towards the hips. And then maybe we turn the palms up towards the sky and reach up and exhale. And bringing the arms down to the side, mountain pose. Feeling strong through the legs. We're just going to do some balancing and some lunges. So step to the top of your mat. Again, all things that are familiar to us, just celebrating what we can flow through. Inhale, exhale, invite that right knee up towards the chest. Hug the knee towards you. Take the hands around that shin or the back of the thigh. Give a hug here, balance. Finding a steady gaze. And sweeping that right foot down. Let's go right, plant the right foot and step back into a high lunge with the left leg back. So we're feeling that drop of our tailbone. Maybe that opens up that left thigh a little more, lengthening it upward. Reach the arms up to prayer position. Above the head, nice and long. See if you can get a little longer through the arms. Are you ready for more superhero flying here as we tiptoe up and see if you can just soar outward to wingspan to our warrior 3, skull sacrum alignment. That Peter Pan flying sensation, strong right leg. Hold on to something if you need to. And then back up. Play with that breath, back to mountain. We're going to take it on the other side as well. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, left knee towards your chest. Hold onto the shin. Standing strong through your right leg or the glutes engaged. Hold here. Just find some balance through your eyes and the back of your head. Switch up the stance. We're going to take that left foot down to the floor and sweep the right toes back, tiptoeing. We're sweeping back to a high lunge, right leg back. Just dropping the arms first to feel the hips drop with the gravity. And then feel that inhale, exhale, feel the lift through the arms to our prayer position. Sky to earth energy. And then if you'd like to fly forward, wingspan with the arms, tiptoe, or just feel that as your right foot leaves the floor, feel that flight and lean forward toward warrior 3. See if your hips are opening up to, so that the sacrum is
diagonal. See if you can even them out. And then equilibrium back to mountain. Finding a nice strong stance here through the feet, spread the toes. We're just going to fold into 3 chair poses. If you'd like to take a block between the thighs, just to fortify your chair pose, do that. And squeeze the block, or just take a chair pose imagining that block. Inhale the arms next to the ears, lengthening here. Exhale, squeeze that imaginary or real block to chair pose. You can take it as deep or as shallow as you need to today. Skull to sacrum awareness, hold. Reach up, inhale, exhale, arms down. This time, let's take the thumbs to the, first to the hips, inhale. Exhale, then to the ribs. So hands around the ribs. I'll show you like this. Yes. And then up thumbs to the armpits. So see if we can just create lift through our breath, through our intention. And then the arms up to the sky. And then fold into chair pose. Watching my time there. Beautiful. Come on back up. This time we're going to use that release of our breath into the chair pose. So when we come down, we can actually reach the arm. As we sweep our breath down, we can release and bring our hands down to the mat. So if you have the block between the thighs, let's take that out now. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale as we, well, before we go there, let me just explain. Exhale now. As we exhale, we're going to sweep the arms down. Just do a nice release of the breath, release of energy, leaving what you need to leave right there in the earth. It's going to absorb it. Inhale the arms up. Exhale into chair pose. Firmly, but release the arms and the head. Hands on the floor. And walk the feet back to the down dog or a child's pose. If you're in down dog, really push away, folding the shoulders open, away from the ears so we can feel that back strength. Bring the shins to the floor. Let's bring the forearms down to the floor. Just for some nice visiting of our core, we can take prayer position right below the face. So we're going to slide forward to a forearm plank, triangle with that prayer position below the face and forearms firmly planted and the elbows. Inhale, exhale. You can take your knees back. So we're doing a knee forearm plank, or you can come up on the toes. Feeling that nice long line of the spine. We've created such length with our movements. And bring the knees down. Ease yourself down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, sigh it out. One ear to the mat. And just slide those hips side to side. And rolling onto the back. Oops. We'll come onto let's roll onto our side. Take an open book twist here. Thighs 90 degrees to the body. So we've got all the geometry here. The shins 90 degrees to the thighs 90 degrees to the torso, and the pelvis 90 degrees to the floor, arms 90 degrees from the body. Beautiful magic geometry. Inhale, exhale,
We're on our left side. Let's keep the knees together as we do this twist. Open up, draw that rainbow across this gorgeous earth, and open up to a twist. The right arm reaches, we look up at the sky. And then draw that rainbow back again. Right hand on top of left. And then inhaling, come back. This time looking up at the sky and then gazing over towards the right. And then sweeping across the sky again. Coming back, this time reaching the right arm a little further past the left. So you're reaching for something and then bringing it back again. And then another twist. This time, maybe you feel the release in the back of your ribs. And sweep the right hand back to the left. And tapping into that belly, ribs, chest, exhaling. With that engagement, let's roll ourselves up and over to the right. Setting up your sacred geometry there. Lining up the bones, shins, thighs, torso, pelvis, arms, and head. All right, let's open up to that rainbow. Sparkles above our head. And then across to T-arms, looking up at the sky. Check in with the knees, check in with the pelvis, check in with the breath. And back again across the sky. Bringing the left hand on top of right. Feel that touch and then inhale again, open up. This time looking over a little more towards the left, feeling that spiral. And then rainbow across. This time reach the left arm further than the right. So reaching out for something amazing. Bring it back in towards the body. And then open up one more time. This time, see if we can just feel that back body release a little bit, or at least the back of our ribs. And then sweeping sparkles of rainbow across the sky, left hand on top of right. Rolling onto your back. Knees together, feet wide apart. Let's slide the right knee towards the left ankle, back on up, left knee towards the right ankle. Along the shin. Feel that stretch on the outside of our thigh. Coming back, we'll just bringing the circle back to our vagus nerve. That large nerve that regulates our nervous system. Thumbs to elbow creases, bringing the forearms above the chest. Let's slide it side to side, away from the knees. When we're doing this, take an opportunity to observe some of those tensions that you might have started with. Use the breath, release something. And then we'll take our head side to side away from the elbows. And then watch, the eyes will watch the elbows as you continue all the other movements.
And then bring the knees together. Bring those forearms above the crown of the head. Use the fingertips to just pull the skin that's just on the side of that arm. Lift up. So we lengthen between our elbows and our hips. Sigh it out. Release the arms at the side. Palms up towards the sky. Press down through the feet so we feel the skin of the back will pull along that mat. And then each leg straighten out on the mat. Flop the feet out to the side as we slip right into our Shavasana. Coming back with closed eyes, envisioning our skeleton, our shape on this wonderful planet. All of the growth around us. Supporting our own expansion, our own evolution through our practice. Feel the breath. Three-part breath. Belly, ribs, chest. Chest, ribs, belly. Release. If hasn't something you'd like to release even more, use the breath. Send the intentions. Feel the transformation. Soften the face. Soften the jaw. Soften the eyes and the ears. And the neck. Shoulders and arms. The organs. The hips. Legs. The feet. The whole body. The whole body. The whole body. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bend the elbows and the knees. Find the deepest breath you've taken so far. And exhale, rolling onto your side. Easing yourself up to a seated position. We'll meet at the hands at the heart in Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. Namaste. Thank you for being here with me and practicing. Turn off the recording. Thank you.